Hey, Sylvia West here. Today's video is our puzzle proficiency test. This is going to help you test your dog to determine what level puzzler you have at home. Welcome to the puzzle proficiency test. Here's what you'll need. Your dog's favorite treats. I'll be using Kiwi Kitchen's air-dried meat treats. The next thing you'll need is a small bucket. Feel free to substitute a large bucket if you have a larger dog, or a small pot from a potted plant if you have an even smaller dog. Alternative items can also be a yogurt container. Remember, this is all about found objects in your home. Lastly, you'll need a toilet paper roll. Here's how we conduct the test. It's actually very simple. All you need is your dog's favorite treat. As you can see, Hunter's nuts for these. And your bucket. What you're gonna do is in front of your dog, take the treat, sit, wait, set it down, and cover it with the bucket. This lets your dog know that the treat is in there. Depending on how much your dog goes at this bucket will indicate what level puzzler they are. Hunter is an expert puzzler, so you'll see that he'll keep going for this bucket. Remember to use positive reinforcement. Good boy. Get it, bud. Get it. Good job. Yay! Because positive reinforcement lets your dog know that they're doing exactly what you want them to do. So an expert puzzler will tenaciously go after the bucket until they succeed to get the treat, like Hunter just demonstrated for us. Let's run this test again, this time with Tallulah. Take the treat down on the floor, cover it with the bucket, and we'll see how avidly she goes after it. Good girl, get it. Good girl, Louie. Yes. If you run into this problem, you can always re-show your dog the treat. Yes, get it, good girl. Good girl. So Tallulah is what we would classify as an intermediate puzzler. She's very interested in the object, but is maybe not so avidly going after it. Now it's important that when you're doing these puzzle tests with your dog, they have to have a win. Otherwise, they'll lose interest in the puzzles altogether. So I'm gonna help Tallulah win by offering her an easier solution to getting the treat. What I'll do is I'll take the treat and instead just place it under the edge of the bucket so that any movement of the bucket allows her to get the treat. Good girl, Louie. Yes! You can see now she's getting her paws involved and is a little bit more interested. Good girl, get it. I'll reset the game for her. Good girl. Yay, good job. Lots of positive reinforcement. So this is a great example of an intermediate puzzler. Shows significant interest in the game itself, is maybe not so into getting at the treat, so you'll see less paws, less muzzling, but still interest. That general interest allows us to know that they're an intermediate puzzler, and then we help them with a win by just setting them up to actually receive the treat that should be hidden inside. Let's conduct this test one more time. What's this? Get it. Good girl. Get it, Bella. Good girl. Get it. Good girl. So this is what I would classify as a beginner puzzler. This is a dog who has some interest and understands that there's a treat under the bucket, but might be a little too afraid to knock something as big as this bucket over. So what I'll do is I'll make the test easier so that she can have the win, and also so that we can demo a beginner dog puzzler. For our beginner dogs who are a little bit more shy and show little to no interest in the bucket, that's why we have our toilet paper roll. So if your dog is backing away from the bucket and is not interested at all, bust out your toilet paper roll. The benefit of the toilet paper roll is now your dog can not only smell, but see the food reward. So I'll take the treat, set it on the ground again in front of her, and cover it with the toilet paper roll. This is a lot easier for her to knock over. Good girl, get it. Good girl. Get it, Bella. Good girl. you can see she's much more apt to wanting to push this around than she was the bucket. Good job, good girl. We'll run it one more time. I'll drop it down the middle so she can see where it went. Good girl, yes! Good job. So this is what we would classify as a beginner puzzler. Now let's say you have a shy beginner, which you will see on your quiz sheet. If you have a shy beginner, you'll want to apply the same method that we did for the bucket in the intermediate test and just simply stick the treat on the edge of the toilet paper roll. This makes it easy so that even any slight movement towards the treat will knock the toilet paper roll away and allow your dog to have that win. I can't reiterate enough how important it is for your dog to have a win during this puzzle quiz. If they don't get to have a win, we have a high likelihood that they'll lose all interest in puzzles. And then this is kind of a pointless endeavor. So make sure that when you're testing your dog, they always end on a high note, they always win with that treat. So this is your puzzle proficiency test. And you should have graded your dog as either beginner, intermediate, expert, and there's a special category for shy beginner if your dog really struggled with approaching the toilet paper roll, which is totally normal. Thanks so much for tuning in today to our first in this series of puzzle games, the Puzzle Proficiency Test. I hope you tested along with your dog, and I'm interested to see the results, so be sure to let me know how your dog did. In the meantime, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow as these videos will be released pretty soon. Looking forward to puzzling with all of you.